Some new information on the Super Nintendo World theme park coming to Universal Orlando has resurfaced, and I'd like to share it with you. All this information comes from Alicia Stella from OrlandoParkStop.com. I'll add her Twitter and website down below. Make sure you check her out, as all this news comes from her. Now, this is going to be called Universal's Epic Universe Park. I don't know if you guys know about that announcement a couple of weeks ago. Universal made that announcement that before it was rumored that the Super Nintendo World theme park was actually going to be part of the already existing Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios. Well, not anymore. This is a whole new other park, and it's being called Universal's Epic Universe. Pretty cool sounding name. So before we start, a couple of disclaimers. Again, all this information that I'm getting is from OrlandoParkStop.com. Some of it is verbatim. So that's, if you're wondering, that's I'm taking all this right from there. So construction is only now starting. Okay, it could be several years before it opens, and there's still a lot that we can learn about what rides that we may expect. Everything we're talking about today is based on early information and rumors, and a lot can change between now and the park opening. The good news is Universal's concept art is usually pretty accurate, unlike some other companies, namely Disney. Universal's art tends to be released after the developmental stages instead of before, so it lines up with reality more often than not. That doesn't mean that these things can't change, and that's just kind of common sense. I mean, if Nintendo were to release a huge IP, this year that became the #1 selling IP, then they probably would want to make some changes. On to Super Nintendo World. Now, I didn't know this, but according to this article, there are going to be Nintendo Lands not only opening up in Japan and here, but also in Hollywood, California, and in Singapore. I didn't know about those two. I knew about the one in Orlando, and I knew about the one in Japan. This appears to be the only land that will not be unique to Epic Universe. So if we look at some of the pictures here, this is what the park is going to look like. You have Fantastic Beasts there on your right. You have the Dueling Launch Coaster. I wonder if that has anything to do with the Dueling Dragons Coaster and the Islands of Adventure that they took out. And then you have the How to Train Your Dragon, which I think is a great choice to open up a park, because I love those movies and they sold pretty well. Classic Monsters is on the top left there. That looks to be pretty cool. Then you have the hubs, the shops, the dining, entertainment in the middle. And then all the way to the left, you have the Nintendo World there. Okay, so this park, this Nintendo Land, will feature at least 3 major attractions, as well as some interactive play areas and obviously character meet and greets. The biggest Nintendo attraction will be the Mario Kart experience. Universal has touted it as the most immersive and cutting-edge technological attraction that we could possibly imagine. It's expected to feature 2 tracks that run side by side, so it feels like you're racing the other car. Riders will pass through many different settings during the ride, all based on racetracks from the video game series, including Rainbow Road. Along the way, there will be popular Nintendo characters and other cars that drive up beside you. This is so hype, man. So it's going to have augmented reality, or AR. AR goggles will be worn by riders to add additional elements on top of what you're already seeing. Unlike VR, which obscures your view of reality completely and replaces it with something else, AR adds additional objects on top of reality itself. AR could be used to add special items onto the track that you could collect and then use against the car beside you. Special items from the video games like red shells, banana peels. Oh my goodness, this is so incredible. Here's some pictures of all the concept art for the Mario Kart attraction. That looks amazing. That looks incredible. Looks like there's people while they're waiting there. They can see you, riding while they're waiting in line. Oh my gosh, that looks incredible. Then you have some patents here, some AR patents. Looks like that's all. There's a patent for the VR goggles. Yeah, this looks amazing. So the next ride that we're going to be looking at is the Yoshi Ride. It's going to be more of a family attraction. Think of something like in Tomorrowland and Disney, the little people mover ride where you just sit there and it just kind of takes you around. Think of like when you go to the fair and you have those things taking you throughout the park on the, in the sky. You know what I'm talking about. Basically just like a people mover ride. However, it's a little more than that. It says that it will take both place inside and outside. So it'll go through tunnels, kind of like the people mover in Disney, with views looking out over the land while adding some kinetic energy to the area. I don't know exactly what that means, but the Yoshi Ride will be an omni-mover style attraction, meaning the ride vehicles will always be moving in a long continuous loop around the track. So very much like what I said, the people mover. Throughout the ride, you will encounter popular characters and settings from over 3 decades of Yoshi and Mario related video games. These are rumored to be over 40 different animatronics, moving figures, and animated objects, both on the Yoshi Ride and above the show building. Everything from bad guys like Koopa Troopas to Goombas to Yoshi game characters like Baby Mario, Baby Yoshis will be found on the ride. Man, okay. All right, so even that, it's basically meant for a ride, for more like a family ride. Looks to be more for like really small kids that can't ride the bigger rides, That's perfect. That's perfect. You knew there was going to be stuff like this in this park. And then the final ride that we know about for Super Nintendo World at Epic Universe is a roller coaster based on the Donkey Kong Country games. Just like in the video games, the ride will have us riding in a minecart, and just like in the games, there will be segments of track while our cart will look as though it's jumping over gaps. Let's see. So if you look at some pictures here, you could see the concept art for the Donkey Kong tracks, and you can see the patent technology there, which I'm sure you've seen before. So if you look at, there's a link down below that I'm going to leave that it comes from Alicia Stella. That's from Reddit, and it's of someone taking video of an actual test site for this Donkey Kong roller coaster. So that's very interesting. I'll leave that below. Here's some concept art for the Donkey Kong theme, like the Donkey Kong area. It looks amazing. It looks so incredible. It's just fantastic. So basically it's just those 3 rides. There have been more rumors of a show being developed that could be based on the Super Smash Bros. Video game series. The show could incorporate live actors, special effects, and digital sets to bring the high-energy video game series to life. Not much is known at this point. It may still be in the early phases of development, but you could be sure that they're making something like that. Other rumored attractions could include a 4D movie based on the upcoming Super Mario Bros. Movie made by Illumination Entertainment. So, those are all the rides and possible concepts from when the park initially opens. However, there's still an entire expansion plot next door to the Super Mario World area that could see land essentially double in size in years following the park's opening. One of the most talked about expansions may be a land based on Pokemon, but we'll have to wait and see if we learn anything about the possibility in the coming years. So that is all the information on this website from Alicia Stella on this new Super Nintendo World theme park being built in Orlando. I am so incredibly hyped for this. I don't care if by the time it opens, I'll probably be close to 40. I don't care. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to try to be there like first day. I'm going to try to be there on opening day. And it's going to be perfect because my kid's going to be probably close to like 8 or 9 around there. So it's going to be a blast. I just can't wait for this. What do you guys think about this Universal theme park? What the latest news coming out? What do you think about Universal's Epic Universe theme park? Let me know below. And until next time, my name is Andrew. This is Think Game Talk. Later.